Prabudh. Thank you so much for taking out the time for this review. To begin with, right, can you give us a brief introduction about yourself and tell us about the admits you've bagged?
I have done my graduation from Ramlal Arvind College, Delhi University. And previously I had planned to pursue MIM when I was in my second year. But due to COVID, my plans were halted. And it was in my third year that I decided that I have to do something about MIM, because colleges in India were not opening, and they still haven't. Now they are starting to open. So I decided, and I had heard about MiM-Essay, because the good thing about MiM-Essay, which I would say is a compliment, is that they have a very good name. Because when people are looking for colleges outside and they want consultancy, so when they search MiM-Essay, so they get the click, that they especially work on MIMs. And I'm not sure, you guys must be working on MBAs as well. But for MIM, it's a very good thing that the name clicks and you feel that, they must be having some sort of expertise. And also one of my friend's sister, she also used your services and she had a good result as well. So I was quite positive about going with MIM-Essay. The universities I've bagged is, I applied to 3 or 4 universities. I got a call from University College Dublin Smurfit. In my course, the name of my course is MSc Management Consultancy. So I got an admit for that.
Okay, great. So congrats on the same. Okay, and yes, speaking about the degrees that we cater to, we do cater to all business-related courses as well. Okay, perfect. So the next question for you would be, what made you actually choose MIM-Essay? Right? What was the standout factors for you?
So basically, when you are looking into these consultancies, the biggest thing is if you can find someone who has that experience and who can assure you that I've gone through this, the personal touch. If you know someone who has used their services and what result they had, the biggest thing is if they had a positive result, I would also go with this service, because in these things you're very scared at that time, because you don't know, because in India the process is very different compared to abroad. So you're just scared that I just need one admit and I just have to get that. So I asked a few people and they had a positive response and they got the university they were targeting. So I was quite positive. And the good thing about MIM-Essay is one more thing, that they give you packages which according to you. So basically I wanted to try and win one college. So they had that package as well. And if I wanted to go for 4 colleges, they had that package also. So I did not get GRE or GMAT. So my colleges were only limited to the colleges that allow you to try without a GRE score. Right. So I initially took for UCD only, but then I tried for other colleges as well. But my main aim was going into UCD, and I got that. So so it's a very good situation for me. Yeah.
Amazing, perfect. So from what you'd heard comparatively, right? How would you rate your experience with MIM-Essay? How was your experience overall?
To be honest, at first it was a little overwhelming, because the first call with my consultant was, the name of my consultant was Soma. With him, I was working on ESNT. I also wanted, because I heard about that college later. I was discussing with him a few colleges, then I got to know about ESNT also, so I asked him about it. So he told me it's a good college, and it basically fitted my requirement, because it did not necessarily require a GRE score.
Right.
So the experience overall was very positive. I got to know a lot of things, because my CV was also it was a very amateurish CV, and then we worked on the CV, we revamped it. It was stressful, but it was nice, because it is something that we need. Because in India we always focus on academics and just cracking that one interview. But with abroad colleges, you need essays and everything. You need to work on the essays, and we generally don't have any ideas, because we have only written essays about random things in schools. So we don't know how to convey our feelings and what the college wants. You get that guidance, and that guidance is the most important thing, I believe. Because in the end, you have to write your essay. MIM-Essay provides that help, and they tell you how to write it and what the college needs and what it demands from you. So my experience has been very good, I would say.
Okay. All right, perfect. Yeah. And what is the best part that you liked about the entire service?
In my experience, I would say the personalization, and many people before me have also said this. I've heard the reviews. I used to hear it and I used to think, they're just saying it for the sake of it. But after my experience, I would also say, because they don't just tell you, write this. they talk to you, they ask you, and they help you in a way that you write it in a correct, because I'll say, okay, I've done this, but they will tell me how to write it. And so things which I thought were not important were very important for me. So I had worked for an NGO, but I was thinking that let's skip it. But my consultant told me that it is a very good quality and it will make you stand out. So I used it. It was the main core of everything. Like in all my colleges I applied to, I used my startup as a very big strength. And it worked.
Landed you in admit.
I got it.
Okay. All right. Great. Sounds good. So lastly, what would be the recommendation to people that you would be giving from your end in terms of choosing us or choosing others? What is your opinion here?
My opinion would be, if you are thinking of doing an MIM, like you should consider MiM-Essay. I'm not saying that you should just go ahead and grab them, but you should like look at reviews. You should talk to people you know. And if you think, in my experience, MiM-Essay was very good, because in the end, all we need is, if you are applying to 4 colleges, we will be applying. All we need is 1 admit, and if you can get that, that's a very big help. And it's about, even if you have the potential, they will help you convert it into that way that you can get that admit. So I believe MiM-Essay has been very good for me. So my recommendation to people who will be watching this, I will say that you should definitely go with MiM-Essay.
All right, great, perfect. So thank you all so much for all of these positive words that you said about us, right? And I'm pretty sure this should be useful for applicants out there who are really confused as to how they need to go about the process or which consultants they should be choosing as well. Okay. Lastly, once again, thank you so much for taking out the time for this review, and I wish you all the luck for your future endeavors.
Thank you so much. Thank you.